Welcome, Bedrock family. It's so exciting to be able to talk to you today about covenant church membership. These are odd terms sometimes within our circles, but basically, covenant membership is this idea that we are coming together in agreement around a set of principles. This is why we have things like statements of faith and stuff like that. We see this in the early church, such as in Acts 2, where it says that all of the people, right, who came to Christ gathered around the apostles' teachings. We see the central confession of Christ that was so important to the early church, and that became the standard of helping hold the people accountable as to who was really in on Christ and who really was just checking it out and they were not going to stay following Christ, but they were rather going to realize that that wasn't the path they wanted to be on. And so these set of principles helped guide the church. And it's interesting, while church membership is often discussed in various circles, we see it throughout the New Testament. Every book almost that the Apostle Paul's writing, he's writing to a local church. That's why he says things like the church in Ephesus or the church in Philippi, where he says he's writing with the overseers and deacons. In other words, the elders and deacons are involved in this process. He's implying that there's a group of people understood that are gathering around local leadership, centered in the ordinance, and together with a common confession of faith, they are practicing church membership with the accurate teaching of the Word of God. So with that being said, we want to introduce you to the Bedrock Forest Covenant Church Membership Beginning Model.
So how are we going to apply everything you just said, right? How are we going to implement? We finally get to start. We've been gathering for several months now, and we're ready to introduce covenant membership here at Bedrock Forest. So here's what it looks like moving forward. For the month of February, the entire month of February, every Sunday, we're going to have a covenant membership class. And so if you're interested in learning more about this and what it looks like for you to join and be a part of our family in Bedrock Forest, then you can select one Sunday in the month of February. And what's going to take place is during the worship gathering. So you can come, if you have kids, drop your kids off at Kids Rock. Our amazing hospitality team will have coffee and snacks. You can grab a coffee and a snack. But then when the service begins, instead of heading into the cafetorium, we're going to lead you into a classroom there at the middle school where one of our elders will be there to teach and to talk and to share with you about covenant membership in Forest, answer any questions you might have about what it means to be a part of this family. But then at the end of that time, share with you what a covenant membership looks like for us. And so we have a sign up that you need to register for. That classroom has room for 30. So what we're going to do is every Sunday in February, we're going to lead 30 at a time through this process, because a lot of you have been asking about this. A lot of you are excited about this, and we're excited to get started. But so you need to sign up, though. And so there will be a link attached at the bottom here that takes you to our Church Center app, and you can select which Sunday works best for you and your family to be a part of our covenant church membership meetings. And so pick a Sunday in February, sign up. And then join us and bring questions, bring excitement, be ready to take some next steps as we enter into this new year, starting with covenant church membership at Bedrock Forest. We can't wait to see what God does in and through this church in 2025.